Hello viewer of the Light of Hope channel. I welcome you to this special testimony. I'll be your host, Mike Omolo, and today I want to introduce to you a guest. Actually introduce himself.
Hello there, my name is Kasaya, a resident of Kakamega County in Western Kenya. I'm a student here at Kibabi University, a third year student, pursuing bachelor in degree, journalism and mass communication. I'm also an Adventist, and I never be an Adventist by accident, but it was through inspiration and all that.
Thank you so much. So Andrew, you say you are a Seventh-day Adventist, but initially you are not a Seventh-day Adventist. So when did you join the Seventh-day Adventist Church?
Earlier on, in the years since I was born, I was a Catholic, deeply rooted Catholic believer. But in the year 2022, I remember when I did my first KCSE. It was in April 2022, but unfortunately it didn't go well with me. So I was to rewind the fourth year of secondary school. In the process, I was influenced by my brother and joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
So you joined the Seventh-day Adventist Church in 2022 through your brother.
Yeah, in May.
But it seems like this experience was real after you failed your first attempt of KCSE exams.
Yeah, it was because the experience I was early on in the other religion was
so
very
which
dull.
Church were you in before?
The Catholic Church.
Oh, you have already said that.
But I have never seen any spiritual harassment in me since then.
So when you were still in Catholic Church?
Yeah. It was then that I see the importance of I being spiritually strong and I need God. It's when that I realized I should be having something that will close the door or that will bring closer the Spirit of God to me.
Oh,
so
that's great. So what role did your brother play in your conversion?
As my brother was an Adventist, he really conducted himself very well in and during our presence or our absence. So I really admired it, and like he talked to us very well. He conducted some evening sermons or even just as words of encouragement to us, and we are so like we need to know his God. So my sister was the first one to join him, but I was reluctant to some point. But when the time came, I saw I need God more than any other day.
That's great.
So it was then I joined the family, Adventist family, in 2022. Then I went and rewinded the KCSE exam. That was from May to December 2022. From there, I came back to my residence. And the home church, our local church, now the Kaburengo SDA church, was having a youth rally. Yeah. So I was to go to that mission. I was never reluctant, and I just went there, joined the other youths. I'm new in the church, new thing, new faces, and new teachings, new sermons, very different ones from what I have been experiencing earlier on. So the mission was 2 weeks, and from there I think it was so impressive in that many souls were baptized there.
And when were you baptized? Were you baptized there?
Yeah, I was the product of that.
That's great.
That mission.
Great. Now, what can you say about God, looking at your experience after joining the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and that process of you joining, what has happened in your life, what is the perception you have about God and His character?
To me, I'm that person who started receiving some blessings, like some answered prayer immediately I joined the SDA church. First thing, when from mission, I came back home. 1 week later, I received my KCSE results and I had passed very well. Since I see that that's the first good thing I received as a result of joining the Adventist school.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, viewer. You see, from the story of Andrew, there are a lot to learn. From his disappointment when he did his first KCSE exams, and now in the learning the character of God from his own brother, and now the blessings that followed his life. Now, as we come to an end, I want Andrew to share with us that one lesson you want the viewer to have for today.
Oh, before then, I will be unfair if I don't mention that brother. He's called Jota Bunyasi, and he's doing very well right now. He's an elder in a certain church at home. Then what I can just encourage others who may be in the same religion but maybe reluctant to some point, or who are needing to join the same religion, I can just say that let us guard or keep our heart, like we keep our heart close to God, and have that intention of sticking to the church, and also inviting others to join the church through our actions, as the book of Titus says, that we may emulate, others may emulate our actions, our good deeds. And to add on, maybe the book of Proverbs chapter 4 verses number 23, which says that keep thy heart diligent, so that because out of it are the issues of life. So as the heart needs to be kept pure, so we need also to take care of our actions and our thoughts and all that. Amen.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Now you see that the gospel is the power of God to salvation of men. It is not just preached as a mere theory, but when our lives are transformed by the power of the gospel, it will flow to others, and people will be attracted to the Christ we serve.
And from that, from my experience, as I was widely believer, or was following the things of the world, this book of First Peter, is it First Peter or Second Peter, chapter 9 verse 2, which says the people who walk in darkness have seen a great light. They that walk in shadow of death, the light has now shone on them. So let's be encouraged with that sharing. God bless.
Thank you so much. God bless you.